The National Mall is really the place where the American story is told. It celebrates our history. It's a place where we honor veterans. It's a place that belongs to all of us. It's a park that's really of the people and for the people and by the people. It's also a place where you can come and speak truth to power, where you can stage protests. It's a national stage. The Trust for the National Mall is an official nonprofit partner of the National Park Service. I don't think people realize is your tax dollars pay to keep the park operating year-round, but what they don't do is fund really much needed improvements and restorations to the park. We're trying to raise a lot of money to restore the mall, and every little bit helps. The National Mall is in a state of disrepair. There are cracked sidewalks, the grass is turned into rock-hard dirt and mud. While that may not seem particularly consequential, we have veterans in wheelchairs who are trying to go visit the World War II memorial and see, a memorial built in their honor. There's a lake to the west of the Washington Monument that honestly has dead fish floating in it every summer and algae collecting because it's really just a large tub. It's not an ecologically sound lake. And crumbling monuments, actually. The park hasn't gone through a full-scale restoration in more than 40 years, and it's very much in need of it. The Landmark Music Festival is our first real grassroots effort to raise awareness about the history and significance of the National Mall and why it needs to be restored. The festival is taking place in West Potomac Park, which is just south of what people think of when they think of sort of the mall, where protest marches typically happen, where inaugurations happen. So people will be able to hear good music and really see iconic monuments all at once. We're looking for the American public to get involved in a hands-on way in restoring the park. So if they're in the DC area or if they're visiting, we'd love for them to volunteer on the mall. They can do a cleanup day, they can paint, they can rake leaves, and all that goes, a little goes a long way. The National Park Service has laid out a plan for the future vision of the mall, and it's to really make it more sustainable, more functional, and more beautiful for generations to come. So we're supporting them in those efforts. We have a couple of high-impact projects that are designed to really improve the visitor experience. One is near the Washington Monument grounds, and one is an area called Constitution Gardens, which really serves as a gateway to the war memorials. And those projects are designed to provide more visitor amenities, so more food service, more bathrooms, more entertainment and recreation options. At the Washington Monument grounds, we're going to build sort of a tiered outdoor amphitheater that will serve as an entertainment space for the public. A lot of the work we're doing is to make the park more visitor friendly, and it's what the visitors deserve.